Hi, I'm Jeremy Mueller. I'm a mechanical engineer major here at BYU. So my project had a lot of changes in scope over the course of the 2 semesters. And what I learned as an engineer because of that was flexibility and being able to pivot and maybe not do everything that you hoped or wanted to do or expected you would end up doing, and do what was needed. So for our project, at first we were thinking we were going to be really prototype heavy. We were going to be doing a lot of hands-on building. It was going to be really fun and challenging in that way. And what it turned out to be was that was not, it was still prototyping, but that was not where the emphasis went. It was more speccing out a process line and contacting manufacturers to get the details on what they provided. The biggest challenge on my project was after we had our scope pivot, we needed to contact manufacturing facilities, and we were also under a deadline. And when we started reaching out and contacting them, we had to wait for them to respond. And sometimes that waiting, there was a lot of delay, and you get a little impatient. And you're like, I got this deadline I gotta meet, we're under the gun here, and we're waiting for information. I think that was a really big challenge, especially for me, where I wanted things to just progress, move along, and we could say, yeah, we're succeeding in our project. But all the time you're waiting for somebody at a company that you're potentially going to be contracting with or buying something from, and you're waiting on them. So at the beginning of our project, our sponsor had a very specific idea on how they wanted the project to go, or at least what they thought was best. And through our own research, we were working with NICU infants, or with NICU nurses, and we started interviewing them and asking them what they felt like were the greatest needs and how we could best meet those market needs. Through our research, we found that what our sponsor had originally intended was maybe not the best option. And so we proposed to them changes based on our research, and it caused our project to pivot, and pivot in a great way. We really feel like it changed for the better, and that it's providing a better solution to the market. We were initially hesitant and nervous on how our sponsor would respond to our proposed changes, but they took into consideration all of our hard work and research. They looked through all of it, and they agreed with us in the end that based on the information we provided, that the market changed from what they had thought it initially was, and that our solution was a better fit. Although it wasn't what I had initially wanted or expected, I feel like we came out with the right solution, that our product is the best fit for market. So I really hope that what we have made here is something that we'll start to see on the market. Maybe I won't see it as a consumer when I walk into the grocery store, because I'm not the customer they're marketing to, because they are trying to implement something that will help NICU infants, so preemie babies that need the support. I really hope that what we've developed will aid hospitals and that they can help these preemie babies. So my project sponsor dealt with providing powdered breast milk to NICU infants that need it in order to develop better and to lower their mortality rate. A lot of NICU infants currently receive either formula or breast milk when their own mother cannot produce the breast milk, but they thrive when they are given breast milk as opposed to formula. So what my sponsor's trying to do is provide another outlet for hospitals to get that with a longer shelf life and make it more accessible to more hospitals. I've had internships before, and in those roles, I've always been more of a student than a decision maker. In internships, you're working with full-fledged engineers that are tenured in the company, or at least have seniority over you. And so you kind of just do what they tell you to do. Sometimes they really believe in you and you can make some decisions, but it usually runs through a screening process. Capstone was similar, where we had to make decisions as a team, but we were the ones making the decisions. And I really felt empowered through that. It was also a really eye-opening experience on how a team of engineers, even student engineers, have a lot of insight, and everybody has a lot of really brilliant ideas, and they can be brought together in the table or spread out on the table, and you can see all of the different angles that you originally hadn't thought of. For me, that was one of the best things about Capstone, was seeing how brilliant other people are, and when we work together, we can really make amazing things happen. Working with an outside sponsor was really beneficial because I felt like it moved it outside of just the classroom, where everything's kind of a safe, sheltered environment, or students have done the same problems for years. So yeah, you need to learn the information, but there's no new novel factor added into the equation. With Capstone though, a lot of these projects are unique. They're one-year things, and companies need answers to this, and they would like fresh perspective. So I felt like moving outside that safe space of just the classroom and into having to work for a company was really liberating, and it was super fun.